Now today is one of 3 sensory sensitive events, and at this one, kids can come and meet princesses and explore fire trucks in an environment that's comfortable for them. Kids are making a splash while they still can. Tulsa City pools are gearing up to close this weekend as they're still feeling the effects of this year's lifeguard shortage. According to the Crimson Quarterly, after this past September, only 27 of 40 allocated positions have been filled, leaving a 32.5% deficit of these filled positions, meaning that for roughly every 1,000 undergraduate students, there is only 1 campus police officer. Lonnie Brinker says the last few days have been full of heartache, but now he's finally gotten his reuniting moment with some of his furry friends. Just like this, Jayden pushed his lawnmower over several lawns, but imagine doing it in one of Oklahoma's worst heat waves. When it rains, it pours and Norman floods. After some historic flooding back in June 2022, one homeowner is counting their property as a total loss.
The damage was extensive. In fact, we believe it to be totaled.
Not only losing the home, but a form of income as well.
To date, some 5 months rent from that. We continue, nevertheless, to pay taxes on the property, pay for insurance, and so on and so forth.
Small creeks and lack of drainage seem to be to blame, but the city hosted 2 elections to help increase stormwater funding, but both failed. Now where I'm walking right now is what used to be someone's living room. But now, as it sits floorless and with debris everywhere, the only thing the owners see worth doing is turning the whole structure into a pile of rubble.
In the end, for us, it is prohibitive to raise it and spend $30,000 extra dollars out of our pocket to do it.
Some Norman city leaders believe there may be other solutions to this problem.
The solution is not always go spend $1 million and build more pipe and channel. Sometimes it's just eliminate the problem, take the houses out.
And some of these homeowners couldn't agree more.
We're very hopeful that the city would be open to buying the lot back from us.
This morning marks the 25th anniversary of the university tradition to run the game ball down to the Cotton Bowl.
All the ROTC branches are here, but especially the Navy ROTC, engaging in this now 25-year tradition of carrying the ball from the Palace on the Prairie across the Red River all the way to the Cotton Bowl.
After ball handoff from OU head coach Brent Venables, Battalion Commander Jermaine Wells began to lead his team on their way down south. Even proud OU President Joseph Harris joined in on the action and ran the first 2 miles with Commander Wells.
It's a great tradition honoring the universities and most importantly our country.
Members of the OU Navy will run in 15-mile increments over the next 4 days on their way to Dallas. President Harris is proud of the university's students and is hopeful for the Sooners during the rivalry game this Saturday. At the Palace, Jayden Brannon, OU Nightly.
The ROTC run to Dallas starts now.
From the race for Oklahoma governor all the way to District 45, we have all you need before voting in the 2022 midterm elections tomorrow. Norman Public Schools is still under a cyber attack. How far the disruption goes coming up, and a busy street in Norman is only getting busier. Hear why the city says the construction is important. This is OU Nightly. Tonight, we bring you OU Nightly's election preview, and we start with the candidates for governor. Let's go out to Dakota McDowell Wapakichi, who is live outside the Oklahoma State Capitol with a look at where incumbent Republican Governor Kevin Stitt stands. Dakota? Native tribes in the state speak out about who they believe should be governor. Campus Native leaders tell us why Indigenous Peoples Day is important, and RAs take a stand about their current working conditions. This is OU Nightly. Here's some good news for all iPhone users. Text messages can now be edited and deleted. A message can be edited within 15 minutes of sending and 2 minutes to unsend completely. Recipients will know the text has been edited and will be able to click a button to see previous versions. Text will still be sent immediately, meaning the recipient could still read the message before the sender deletes it. Regardless, iPhone users now have the ability to change any typos or embarrassing images.